Good day to everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss an important theorem in probability called Bayes' theorem. Bayes' theorem basically tells us about the relationship of conditional probabilities between two events. And in formula form, it tells us that the probability of occurrence of event A given the occurrence of event B times the probability of occurrence of event B is equal to probability of occurrence of event B given the occurrence of event A times the probability of occurrence of event A. So to see this theorem in action, let's consider one simple example. Suppose we have three urns containing a certain number of blue balls and green balls. So let's have urn 1 symbolized as U1, which contains three blue balls and two green balls. Urn 2 represented as U2, containing one blue and three green balls. And finally, urn 3, which contains two blue balls and two green balls. The question to us now is this. Suppose that a ball was randomly drawn from any one of the three urns, and it turned out that the ball that was drawn was green. Then the question is, what is the probability that the green ball came from urn 2? So let's write that question down. So suppose a green ball was drawn randomly. What is the probability that the ball came from urn 2? So in probability notation, what we are asking is, what is the probability of the ball coming from U2 or urn 2 given that a green ball was actually drawn? And we will be able to answer this question by using Bayes' theorem. So if we represent U2 as the event of the ball coming from urn 2 and G as the event of drawing a green ball at random, then Bayes' theorem connects this conditional probability with other conditional probabilities that we already know. In particular, the probability of the ball coming from U2, given that the ball is green, times the probability of drawing a green ball at random is equal to the probability of drawing a green ball, given that it came from urn 2, times the probability that the ball came from U2. And so some of the probabilities here will have to be determined so that we can answer the question of probability of the ball coming from urn 2, given that it is a green ball. In particular, we found out from a previous video that the probability of drawing a green ball randomly is equal to 11 over 20. And we were able to obtain this value by the law of total probability. And in that video, we also said that since there are no restrictions on the manner we have to select any one of the three urns, uh, we have stated that the probability of picking any urn randomly from the three urns is 1/3. And the probability of picking a green ball from urn 2, clearly from the illustration or the diagram that we have, at the beginning of this example that the probability of drawing a green ball from urn 2 is 3 over 4. And so with this information, we now will be able to answer the question. So the probability of U2 given G is equal to the probability of G given U2 times P of U2 divided by P of G, and this is equal to 3/4 times 1/3 all over 11 over 20. And we have done this by direct substitution of the probability values that we know. And simplifying this numerical expression, we have 1/4 all over 11 over 20. And this is equal to 1/4 times 20 over 11, which gives us 5 over 11. So now this is the probability that the ball randomly drawn, which was green, actually came from urn 2. To give another quick example, so what if a blue ball was drawn? What is the probability that it came from urn 3? To answer this question, we will have to evaluate or determine the probability of U3 given the event that the ball randomly drawn was a blue ball. And so again, using the same setup as before, we will have the probability of the event U3 given the event B is equal to the probability of drawing a blue ball from the third urn times the probability of urn 3 all over the probability of drawing a blue ball. Now, again, if we try to determine the probabilities that we need to evaluate this conditional probability, we have P of U3 to be equal to 1/3. The reason for which we already know. The probability for drawing a blue ball randomly will be equal to the complement of the probability of drawing a green ball. And so the complement of this value is 9 over 20. And the probability of drawing a blue ball from the third urn is determined by looking again at our illustration. So for urn 3, there are 2 blue balls and 2 green balls. And so the probability of drawing a blue ball from urn 3 is equal to 2 over 4, which can be simplified to 1 over 2. And so with that, by direct substitution of the probability values into our expression, we get 1 over 2 times 1 over 3 divided by the probability of randomly selecting a blue ball, which is 9 over 20. So this is equal to 1 over 6 times 20 over 9. And so this is now equal to 10, 3. So this is 10 over 27. And this is the probability that a blue ball drawn randomly actually came from urn 3. And this ends our discussion. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.